the best blacksmiths in the business. Hello everybody and welcome to Brawl Stars. I'm Amy the Amazonian and today I'm playing with Kíli, the Resourceful, a 2-mana dwarf who can give you free equips and draws you cards when equipment or dwarves enter for the first time each turn. This makes him similar to Sram, who happens to also be a dwarf, and kind of like Cloud, a cheap mono-white commander that wants you to play a lot of equipment. But with a free equip ability stapled to the commander and card draw too, that makes Kíli really strong. And when you're cheating your equip costs, you can do things like put Swordsman's Seal on for free, or maybe even everybody's favorite, the Colossus Hammer. You want to play cheap equipments with high equip costs, and of course just generally good equipments, so you can load up Kíli or another one of your creatures and swing in for a ton of damage. This deck is running an assortment of protective swords, whether the swords of blank and blank, or some of the equipment like Commander's Plate, Dragon's Fire Blade, which you can play cheaply and use to protect your commander. And of course, because, he cares about dwarves, we're playing dwarves. With Kíli, the way you get your free equip ability is by having a enduring story. And since you're playing equipment, that's pretty easy anyway, but you can make it even easier by running other legends, including legendary lands, including things like Grey Havens, Inventor's Fair, and even Gemstone Caverns. Yes, it turns out this is legendary. And like any equipment deck, we are playing our tutors to get our equipments, whether it's Cloud, who is just doubling up those on-hit abilities, or Stoneforge Mystic, who can cheat in a Cauldron Complete, one of my personal favorite things to do. There are oodles of options when your deck is packed with equipment cards. So let's take Kíli into the queue and start building up our Dwarven Armory. Hey bye, Forest Guardian. Having a Tithe and a Chant in hand means that I can slow them down, but I don't actually have any equipment here. That's all right. I'll still go for it. Hey Bye comes in a couple different flavors. Sometimes it's control. I've actually recently run into some people running it as combo, and sometimes it's blink, and sometimes it's purely actually shrines. Hey Bye, though, is just a value engine, and in 5 colors, that means that they have access to pretty much whatever they want. I'll play my Grey Havens here. Another land. I think I'm actually pretty good on lands. I'm going to try to land my commander since I have the protection of Giver of Runes here. Good. Next turn is hammer time. And I've played 2 Triomes so far, which these are kind of slow in this format. I do think that they're all right with like fetch lands, but it can be hard to put more than a few in your deck. I want to make sure I have more white sources. And I would like to be storied. This is legendary, and this is an artifact. So once it resolves, well, first of all, I get to draw a card off Kíli's ability, and then I get to hammer up or hammer down. In we go. Hammer left, hammer right, hammer up, hammer down, hammer all around. They're fetching. Listen, I'll take a turn 3 Kíli swinging for 11. That seems good. Huh. Tapped. Open to Tithe the Hey Bye, if that's what they play. Oh, a Meat Hook Massacre. That would kill the Giver of Runes. I'll Tithe that. You don't have that many opportunities to, use the Tithe because it's so limited. I'm gonna put another stop at their upkeep. This is so I can use the Orum's Chant. And then, let me just double check, do I just have lethal here? Yeah, I think we're safe enough. And we kill him. All it takes. 1 dwarf and a hammer. Raph and Mikey, troublemakers. I could give myself a little protection from Raph and Mikey, but that's probably not going to be enough just based on, well, the fact that they just ramp and ramp and ramp and then bring out the big boys. I have card advantage in this hand. I have some Blinkitude, but I think we gotta throw it back. All right, this is a cute hand. I will play these boots since I have a free draw on Kíli. Bringing out Kíli the Resourceful, casting a quarter shield. Nice. And I can equip one of these for free. One of these will get me a small hit and a little protection, and the other one would give me plus 0+3 in Vigilance, which would be protection from bolts, which is usually the kind of removal Raph and Mikey's running. Little damage-based board wipes while they ramp their way to the trouble with turtles. This is a very obnoxious commander to play against. It's very, like, demanding of instant speed removal, which... tough. Alright, Rune-Carved Obelisk. Carpet of Flowers. I guess you do run into a lot of blue players in Brawl. At least they can't get the Force of Vigor. There's an Eldrazi spawn. Good, I got a land. Alright, I'm gonna go bustin'. It makes me feel good. I draw a card. I want to equip this for free. Oh, and they're blocking. Okay, if they didn't block, I was actually going to cheat out Static Prison just to exile it. Yeah, it's just like a better Ilharg. The fact that it's guaranteed to hit as long as you have a creature in your deck makes this so good. You don't have to set up your hand at all. You just need to ramp and play it. Kíli online. Yeah, at least they shouldn't have many, like, early blockers. Oh, Poetic Ritual into Glimpse the Impossible. Yeah, that will give them the mana to play their commander next turn. It's 1+1 for each warrant equipment, so it'd be +3/+3. What would I draw? Mother! The Mother of Runes. Swinging for 8. I assume you just take it, because you want to play Raph and Mikey next turn. They just take it. I'm going to use the Static Prison. I guess I can cast something else for free, because we can. Mithril Coat, make my commander indestructible. Static Prison. We're going to use this on a spawn. And here's my Mother of Runes. Ruin them! I'm really hoping that we have either, like, Mother of Ruin or Sister of Ruin as cards in, Reality Fracture. Because I feel like you could invert this. The only problem is they can't... I don't want them to print Mother of Runes into Standard. So, Sister. The core, you could reprint that into Standard. I think that would be fine. It would be annoying, yes, but not as annoying as Mother of Runes, because it can't protect itself. I think it's called Sister of Runes. The core. It's just, I want there to be a Runes and Ruin punch. Would I like to pay this? Yeah, actually, because I have some things that scale with it. Oh, I should have given it Vigilance. I'm just thinking, like, I wonder if I can tithe their commander. I bet I can. Just give this to the Mutta for now. Yeah, I should have put it on this, so I could have this available as a blocker on Raph and Mikey. I'm currently bigger than Raph and Mikey. Okay, so I can't tithe anyway. Since they named him Mutant. A world spine worm. Big worm, okay. I will block Raph and Mikey, protect myself, just to prevent a little damage. Green. Yeah, Giver of Runes? I think Giver of Runes is one I was thinking of. So, like, Giver of Ruin, I think would be really cool. Just, I don't know. I just want there to be a Ruin and Runes pun. But I guess you gotta balance for power. We'll make it work. Yeah, eat that, Strike It Rich. Who needs unblockable when we can fly? Gonna use Iron Man armor. Looking pretty good, looking pretty good. One of these is the thing, yeah, Thran Power Suit. So we're gonna pop that on you. Reconfigure. And Kíli goes for the kill. Okay, so rather than Mother of Runes or Giver of Runes, somebody in chat suggested maybe we should have a Soul Sister, S-O-L-E, that's like a monk and they're kicking someone. And every time a creature enters, it deals 1 damage. It's the opposite of a Soul Sister. It's an Impact Tremors. Oh, Imskeer, Iron Eater. Oh, they're also an artifacts deck. I see a Sigarda's Aid, I keep. This lets me draw on my opponent's turn. Yay. Among other things. Oh my god, my Final Fantasy boys are all here. Yay. It also gives me another free equip, which is really sweet. Ravenous Robots. Oh, they're gonna get so many. The more artifacts they cast, the more artifacts they get. The more cards they draw, the less their commander costs. That's nuts. Yeah, they're almost there. Here's Kíli. You think instead of Mother of Runes, we could have Father of Ruin? The only problem is that, like, because they're putting both the pairs of cards into Standard, it has to be something that would not be devastating for Standard. So I think you grab a Mox off Tezzeret. Yep, Mox Opal. That's the one. I don't think they attack him with anything other than a Pteramander. They could adapt, though, couldn't they? Yikes. Terrifying. Oh! They're going in with the Ravenous Robot. Okay. They adapt. And that is a bright and early 5/5. I draw a card. I get a free equip from the Accorder's Shield. 1/5 with Vigilance now. And I feel with all these little things, G-Day is the answer. So I'm going to play it, use it to draw. I could also equip it using, like, Kíli's ability. But if I have a Sigarda's Aid, I'm using the Sigarda's Aid. Swing at Tezzeret. Deal 1. And then... -1, -1. This requires so many clicks. And I have Curse of Silence. Or Tithe. Or Zac. I think it's Curse. I'm gonna go Curse here. Oh, yep, I guess that was the right choice. Then give myself some protection from black. And get him. Tanook! Memorial Ensign! I have an early bit of mana. I like that. Land tax, and they will be playing lands. Some protection. And a weird pseudo-reprieve counterspell thing. I love this card. It's really good. So I'm going to play the Mox Amber now, just to have it in play. And... yeah, they're a Tanook, and I went second, so... land tax! Hey, you want to see how many lands I can put in my hand? It's 3 a turn. Tanook is going to deal damage with every landfall, and draw them cards on a second landfall in a turn. This is going to get especially nutty if they get something like Valakut in play to deal even more damage. Yeah, they're oftentimes playing cards like Scape Shift. Yes, I would like a 1, 2, 3. I said 3! This is mostly to just thin my deck of lands. Kíli. A Quarter's Shield. I now have an Enduring Story. Give him the Enduring thingy. And if I play Selfless Savior, like, yes, it can be killed by Renin 6, but that's okay. I still drew a land despite the land tax. Always. Always. We're gonna draw, like, only lands until the end of this game. I swear, that happens every time I play land tax. My puppy! No! Hello! Yeah, you're ramping to have more mana. I'm ramping to get the lands out of my deck. Yes, always. 1, 2, 3. I didn't draw land that time! You should all be really proud of me. We draw. And I drew the Sword of Protection from their colors. Which, yippee. Now, I can kill Renin 6 here. But I'd rather get the trigger because it lets me play an additional land. Like this Nykthos. And then I guess I could just tell Renin 6 to get lost. Or I could play the Lost G-Day. Yeah, I'll just kill her. Die. This does give them these map tokens, though, which I would say is probably good for a Tanook deck. Yeah, I love playing legendary lands, not just because they're good, but also because, like, they help with the Enduring Story. It's fun! But, like, Nykthos is fine in this deck anyway. Here comes PogChamp. Pog is going to double Castle Garenbrig, which doubles up this Chocobo, but these are still both green creatures. I have protection from green. Yeah, remember when this was the big boogeyman and then, like, Rathalos started existing? This is still an insanely good card, especially in landfall decks. Yes, I want my 3 lands. 3 more planes, please. Forge anew. If they destroy one of my equipment, I can then use that to bring it back. I will play Lion Sash. I cannot cheat the equip on this card. I'm just gonna tell you that now. You have to use Reconfigure. But it gives me a way to exile lands from their graveyard, which is good. Okay. I found a land, again, and an Enlightened Tutor. I can only use these this turn, so I will. I will put a Sword of Make Me Really Big, I think. Do I want Sword of really big? Yeah, I think I want Sword of really big. Discard 3. Legendary lands count for enduring story. Any legend counts. They're looking at how much mana they have. Here, I'll tell you. You have a lot of mana. Amy, that's a hammer. Hammers are just blunt swords. Nissa. This is a new card. I'm still trying it out in somebody's, like, lower to the ground white decks. Gift a treasure, return a spell, and then it's a silence effect. But it's players. Neither player can cast a spell. By the way, I think you do attack here, because I can only block one of them. Decline, I really want that Colossus Hammer. Ooh, a Solitude. Right, don't play the lands yet. Give Kíli a real big stick. Deal 13. 2 cards in exile. Can play additional lands. Abolisher and Halvar. Okay, so Halvar can give double strike. Grand Abolisher stops him from casting on my turn. Speaking of casting, I'll orange chant them. I'm trying to decide if I want the left side of the card or the right side of the card. Alright, in their upkeep. Kick Orym's Chant. They cannot cast, they can't attack, and we still have an unblockable commander. They had fun. I kind of kicked butt. Quandrix, the proof. Quandrix will be cascading on cast and when they cast other things. I have some removal here. I do have a sword, and I guess that if they play an early mana creature, maybe I can get rid of it. Or I could just, like, play Kíli and then give him a sword. He deserves this sword. Let him have a sword. Ooh, a Stoneforge Mystic. I'm gonna go for Kíli first, but, like, I feel like this is going to be a Stoneforge Mystic. We're getting Cauldra. Somebody's asking if I have a favorite among the swords. I'll tell you, it's not this one. In EDH, I actually love Hearth and Home, but this is the only art we have for this in Arena, and I do not like that. I do not like the pizza cutter art. I think I deserve better. I'm trying to think which my favorite is. Oh, that'll get me storied next turn. Perfect. Yeah, I'm playing this because the Scry is fine. Sometimes it can tap for white, but it is, in fact, a legendary, which means I now have an enduring story. Woo, that's my mother. Mother o' Runes. I will equip this for free. Then I'm going to play the Sword of the Realms, not Halvar. Draw this. Oh, I have protection from white. I was like, why can't I do this? Because you're a goober, Amy. And we're going to tutor, and then we're going to tutor again. Cauldra. Yeah, Feast or Famine might be the strongest sword, but I don't think it's my favorite. I think Mountain Dew and Doritos is my favorite. Yeah, these are all good to cheat in. For Cauldra complete. And then I'm going to get a little one, a quarter shield. I won't be able to mom the Kíli. That's fine. Here comes Quandrix. This is pro green, so I am already able to swing through this. Yeah, I was also thinking you could give him the hammer. Alright, so Quandrix is just a 6/6 now. Considerably less impressive. I'm going to cheat in Cauldron Complete. Oh, hey, Cloud. Ooh. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna play Cloud. I gotta get him a hammer. Hammer, hammer, hammer. Nope, that was plate, not hammer. Guys, clicking is so hard. I'll just give you more protection. Boop. We protect. We attack. We complete. We blink. We blink again. Oh, Forge and Frontier is Mountain Dew and Doritos, yes. It's because it's the colors of it. Blanket! This time I'm gonna click good. She did it. She clicked good. Hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana, eh? Interesting. An interesting amount of mana to have open. Make them do it pre-combat. Okay, wait. Yeah, there's nothing else we're doing here in response. Okay, I can go for Cloud, a haste enabler, or Stoneforge haste enabler, since that would be better for mana. These equipment tutors, by the way, they are kind of the most important part of this deck, unfortunately. Let's go Lava Spur. I don't have anything more interesting I could put on. Come on. Oh my god, I'm sorry. It's so hard to navigate the hand when there's this many cards. Give it to the Abolisher. Discard 4. I will discard Sheltered by Ghosts. I will discard Damama. I'll discard Commander's Plate, Loran's Escape. Why protect when we can attack? They've got 6 cards in a graveyard, so they're bringing out Uro. They can only play on their turn, thanks to the Grand Abolisher. Yeah, I think I could have, if I had, like, 1 more mana, given this haste and used it to cheat out, like, Cauldron Complete. Alright, how big can I get to get through here? And it doesn't really matter who's wearing the stuff. But I'll put it on Abolisher because he's already got a stick. Alright, give you this. Then we need Sword of Hearth and Home. I guess it would have cost 1 less if I used Stoneforge to do that. And that is 15 unblockable damage. Seems good. Titania, Protector of Argoth and Sacrificer of Lands. Whenever a land goes to their graveyard, they'll be making a 5/3 elemental. And she herself is a 5/3 elemental. I think that this matchup, because I have pretty much no board wipes and no graveyard hate in this deck, that's just not what the swords are doing, will be a little tricky. I'm going to play Bofer, just so I have a creature in play, even though I would draw if I played it after Kíli. I can also use it as protection. Give the concerted care. Look at how sweet he is with these swords. I think this is maybe, like, my favorite of the dwarves. Just, like, look at him. He's so happy. He's so cute. Bringing out Kíli. Once we play our equipment, I should have a enduring story, and I should get a free equip. But them getting this early Tireless Provisioner, because they ramped on turn 1, is scary, because it means that the landfall will get them even more mana that they can bank up. They have 3 mana here. Nylia's Intervention. Just X equals 1. What land do you search for? Fabled Passage, a non-painful fetch land, and if they have a way to recur it from their graveyard, she recurs things once, but, like, I'm talking about Ice Till Explorer. It can go crazy. So Fire and Ice lets me kill the Provisioner, so we go Fire and Ice. And since this lovely friend here has lifelink, I'll give him the sword. 2 to the Provisioner. And here comes Titania. I do not have protection from green, so they'll make 2 more Felementals off these. Oh, I guess you may as well just station up a Vendo. You only need, like, 1 blocker. Does this give trample? It does. Okay. I had to double check. I can't bring out Cauldron Complete yet, but there are ways to cheat it out in this deck, surprising nobody. Razorgrass Ambush. So I'm going to spread the love here, rather than Voltroning onto just one guy. Since they have 1 blocker, and both of these get me something. It's a busted sword. It's pretty good. Alright, I will keep Kíli alive. Fateful Absence. I think I get to draw that. Yeah, I'll take removal. Removal sounds good. And I guess just 2 to the face, since it's not enough to kill Titania. That is a free draw on a future turn, so I'll keep it. Wayward Swordtooth. They have the City's Blessing, and now they can play additional lands in the turn. And they happen to have a fetch land in hand. They also have tons of mana with a Vendo. Ooh, Rex Sage hitting the Buster Sword? Or the Sword of Icy Hot? Okay, they hit the Buster Sword. Busting no longer makes me feel good. I really hope I get some pro-green. Hey, Esper Sentinel, you are not protection from green. I'm gonna go for the free draw. Plate Armor. Esper Sentinel. Recorder's Shield. And, I don't know, Curse Titania, sure. Protector of Argoth. Oh my god, it shows the Titanias from Marvel as well. That's so funny. So Titania is like the queen of the Fae. And then you have like all the Titanias here. Oh, we also have a Crater Hoof Behemoth. That's a way to die. Mono green does as mono green does. GG. Cloud, ex-soldier, also an equipments commander. He equips for free when he attacks in. And I have a Gemstone Caverns. Do I drop a land or one of these? I think that having Skyclave and Mother of Runes are both really great. So I'm thinking I'm just going to drop a land. I can drop the Plains, and I'll still have a white source. But that puts me on just 2 lands. 2 lands, but I can play my commander on turn 1. Temptations, temptations. Yeah, this cloud, when they enter, you get an equipment attached. I thought it was on attack. No, it's when it enters. And when you attack, you draw a card, and then maybe get some treasures. Okay. Cloud, you thinking about that hand? Yeah, this is protection from colors in their commander. Maybe I do just drop, like, protection or haste. I want to make sure I have enough mana to cast this. But I might get to just draw. I'm gonna drop Lava Spur. I want to keep the lands. We'll see how long it takes for me to draw another land. My opponent's waiting on their ATB gauge to fill. They want a limit break. Come on, Cloud. Hello. They have decided which card to play. Okay, so the first one was, it's a pseudo land. It's a land. Immediately drew a land. This deck is, by the way, fairly land light. This is legendary. This is legendary. So when we play sort of Pizza and Cutter, it's a ramp and blink. I should be able to immediately equip it. It has haste. It can get in a big swing. Grand Abolisher. Okay, I cannot cast on your turn. I could Skyclave here, but I want to ramp. Oh, wow, look at that! Same thing. I could technically blink Kíli if there's something else I wanted to equip. But instead, we're just going to get ourselves a Plains. And I'll play to Mutta. Like, if I chose to blink Kíli there, I could then re-equip the Sword of Hearth and Home, I think. Oh, no, because it counts the first a turn, not the first that it's out. So I wouldn't be able to re-equip that. I would be able to draw another card, though, if I had a 1 or 0 mana equipment. Or Dwarf. Or Dwarf. Elvish Mystic to get them to 5 mana for next turn. And I'll use the Skyclave Apparition, or I'll try to. They're reprieving it. Okay, so that just means I won't be able to blink it. No blink. Yes, this. I can hit the Elvish Mystic so they can't Cloud next turn, even though they don't have equipment. I have equipment. Galadriel, Light of Valinor. Galadriel is a creature spam commander. I don't know how else to describe it other than you want to play a ton of creatures, triggering her alliance ability to get you more mana, card draw, and a buff on everything. It's kind of like Chulane, but now with new cool art. Seriously, look at this Galadriel art. Rebecca Gay, once again, killing it. And hopefully I will be healing them with Kíli the Resourceful, my Dwarven Armory. What's the art? It's awesome looking. Saying hi. I'm saying scry. Oh! The Hummer. Okay. Kíli, Bone Saw, Colossus Hammer, use the Mox Amber. I have an enduring story. 11, 12. Did I say hi back? I'll say hi. Hello. Oh, now it seems kind of rude. Sorry. The Mind Stone. Got a ramp. Got a sword. Okay, so I sorted him. Which is entirely fair. I could replay him and re-equip him. Or I could... Oh no, I can't replay him because the Mox Amber's off. I could Nettle Cyst or I could Skyclave. I'll hit that ramp. $11, $12, hello. Yeah, and I don't have to equip to him. I could equip to anyone. Elf. It says elf. Dwarf. A Jitty. Use the Jite. It draws me a card. Fragment Reality. Ooh. I wonder if this is just going to be a Bant Elves deck. I feel like they should be playing a bunch of creature-based ramp, right? Okay, Hop to it gets them a little load of blockers. We got ourselves an Equipment Tutor. We got ourselves a Big Hammer. Nice. And we can give Trample next turn as well. I like how this will always be the go-to of cheap equipment if you can cheat the equip cost. World Weave, casting creatures, gets them an extra land. Oh, another tutor. Cloud's cooler. Cloud. I have 3 mana. This automatically equips. Oh, good, a land. So I don't need to use up the free equip here. We draw, we draw. I am going to pop the Jite on. Gonna get another draw there. Here we go. Oh, I guess you know what? I could have even equipped a Bone Saw for fun and profit. Now I have to navigate through this stack and give -1/-1 to Avacyn's Pilgrim. And sure, whatever. Cloud, have a Bone Saw. He's like, Bone Saw is ready. It's the wrong IP, but we're still doing it. Ice Till. I think they fetched. Yeah, they did. Prismatic Vista in the graveyard. They get to reuse it and mill themselves. It's like Nailbat from Final Fantasy VII. Good enough. Do you have a way to stop SRAM? Well, just in case, I'm gonna give him Hexproof. Oh. And maybe Orin's Chant also. Just like, you can't do anything. Oh, wait, hold up. They're rifting something. Who are they rifting? Is it the SRAM? Okay, I don't have a way to stop that. I think this is... Yeah, okay, so Iron Man Armor is actually in this deck, not just because it is equipment, but because it's also a creature. A very useful creature. that can grow with the more equipment I play, and swing in for lethal. GG, Galadriel. Nadu, Winged Wisdom. Well, I'm never happy to see a Nadu, but I'll tolerate a Nadu. I have a sword that can give me protection from one of their colors, but won't stop me from getting blocked by their mana dorks. Bofur's here. That's cute. So, you know what? I'll keep it. This gives me the free equip pretty early. I go turn 1, Bofur. Turn 2, Kíli. Turn 3, one of these equipments, we will be storied, and hopefully they haven't, already gone off, because it's a Nadu. Whenever Nadu is targeted, or any of their creatures are targeted, by either player, by any source, they are going to get a card either into play as a land or into their hand. And since the lands come in untapped, they can use that mana immediately to try to trigger it again. Or maybe the land entering causes a trigger, like some certain landfalls. Oh, cool. I got a bone saw. I wonder if Kíli will even get to resolve. Oh, no. Is he turning into a bird? Force spiked? He's getting force spiked. All right, so I'll save this bone saw because I want to use it to draw. Oh, forget him! Tapped land, they surveil. Yeah, being in green means you get the ramp. Being in blue means you get the counter spells. Sword of Fire and Ice. Can't be equipped this turn. But it's at the ready. I love giving sword, a sword to a dwarf. Especially this dwarf. Look at him. He's so cute. They cannot block. So we go in. I do not trigger and hit Nadu because that would help them. Okay. Do I want a Solitude? The problem with solituding on a Nadu is so often they'll, hit their ramp. All right, so I'm going to do this here. I'm going to drop Forge Anew. Yeah, this is one of those, landfall would cause it to trigger again. And they did hit land on top, so they have 2 mana up, but they won't be able to replay Nadu this turn. Whew. What a pain. Rafellos, Llanowar Emissary, and I feel like I'm being lied to because you are not playing Bant Control. You're playing Mono Green Ramp. And I am going to try to slow you down by cursing your Rafellos. Rafellos, Llanowar Emissary now costs 4 mana, which is not really an issue to them because guess what? They can easily get to 4 mana. They're a ramp deck. I guess I can go for Kíli. Kíli or Cloud, because I already have Jide. I'm gonna go for Kíli. So Umezawa's Jide is one of the best cards against Rafellos. If I didn't have it in my hand, I was gonna tutor for it. This is genuinely a card so good at killing Rafelloses that... What else do we need in this world? I'll play Land Tax. Umezawa's Jide. This draws me a card. I guess I should have technically played the Jide first in case I would draw 1 mana legendary. But this way, if they, explore this turn... No, they're just playing a cute little hobbit. Hey, Mox Amber. Makes me storied. Equip this for free. Gonna destroy it. Before I destroy your elf or after? Cool beans. Cloud. I guess I'll draw, Like, I could go for something that costs 2 and just, like, to play it this turn. Or 1. Colossus Hammer, because it's delightful. This does strike joy. Mother of Runes, and I'll kill that tiny hobbit. Always Jide the halfling. Yep, that's what they always say. The Notary Hobbits. Unlike something like, say, Raphellos, Notary Hobbits hasn't entered the battlefield, meaning that you have to take out all 3 of them in order to stop them from getting some of the most extreme ramp in all of Magic. And with a turn 1 exploration, I'll tell you this, if I win this game, that will be notable. Because, yeah. I don't know how much you guys have seen this commander, but it's really good. It is one of those commanders that I think you should be afraid of, because the only really good ways to stop it are board wipes and counter spells, which, I mean, I have a little bit of stack interaction. My plan here is to just, like, slow them down by a turn with an Orim's Champ. Boop. I guess they'll just play 2 lands this turn now. Yeah, Hobbit Math is a 5-mana creature. If you don't even have other hobbits, is 9 mana. And even if you kill part of it, you don't kill all of it. You just use the gate. Great. Kíli. Shadow Spear. Gotta go fast. Swing for 3. Oh, and I'll tell you right now, if you do have single target removal, don't hit the Hobbit in the middle, the legendary one. Hit the other 2 guys. Wow, okay, so they're just like, I don't need to use this at all, so why bother? Settle the Wilds gets them a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What 9 cost permanent do I think they have? Yeah, they play tons of Eldrazi, typically. Bahamut's 9 or 10 mana? Is it 9? Yeah, Notary Hobbits, I think, is a very, very difficult to deal with commander. Maybe I should have givered and given the Lava Spur boots. Instead, I'm holding Loran's Escape. Yeah, you have to hit the Paralegals. I think they're just kind of the dunces and the polycule, but yes. X equals 6. Kogla, maybe? Bahamut's 9. Portal to Phyrexia is 9. Yeah, you can put non-creatures in. Alright, so they're going for Kogla. Make them pay the ward 3. Really? Is that the most impactful thing? Okay. Loran's Escape. Indestructible. Halvar can give me double strike or card draw and like +2/+0 vigilance. I'll take it. I'd rather have like pro green or like a Jide, but I'll take it. Great Henge. It was Henge. Henge was the 9 mana permanent. Draw a card. A free equip. Use this mana for one of these. One of those. I want to use... And because Koga destroys artifacts on enter, or on attack, we go at it. Great. Archdruid's Charm. Okay. You have all the mana in the world. Oh, Emrakul who steals your creatures. Yeah, that works. All my creatures belong to them. Notably, this Emrakul has protection from spells and permanents that were cast this turn. It's so weird. X equals 10. Huff it. And they go. And they win? I think they win. Yeah, Notary Hobbits, even with, like, they kind of had a weird draw and, like, it's kind of some strange tutors there. It's just a nutty card. Absolutely wild. GG. Galta Primal Hunger. Wow, that's a lot of Moxen. I'll keep that. They are big green. The bigger and the greener, the better. So I have a legendary land here, and between that, this, and these, I will easily become storied. And they're gonna play big chunky green things. The higher the power, the cheaper their commander. I will play a land, I will play a giver, and, like, you know what, I'm actually just gonna throw down the Mox Amber right now anyway. Why not? A Love-Struck Beast. Oh, that's so cute. Mox Opal. Into Kíli. I'm gonna protect Kíli with our giver. I am giving runes. Badger Mole Cub. Nice. Essentially 2 mana, 3 power. This would let me draw. This would also let me draw. Alright, but this is the one that gives me protection. It lets me be storied. Ooh, good. And since I can equip it for free, I will do that. You know what? Pro white. I'm gonna give protection from white so they can't block it, so they're forced to discard, and I get to untap. So I can play another sword, this one, Sword of Fire and Ice. And if they want to attack me, they have to pay 1 for each creature. This dwarf has nothing to do with equipment. It's just good. An old growth troll. If there weren't a Badger Mole Cub here, I actually would have expected this to be an older deck. I would like to draw a lot. We're gonna draw 1 for every equipment I control and then 1 extra from Kíli. Nice, getting a land. So I want to equip this for free. Equip this for regulars. It has protection from everything but white. And again, I don't want to go in, so protection from white. Ayo, let me hit. Feast and Famine, they discard. Ping and Pong. I'm going to kill the white creature so I don't have to keep doing that. Nice. Sigarda's Aid. Sigarda's Aid and a flashed-in Nettle Cyst. Oh, we don't even get that far. Dang, that flashed-in Nettle Cyst was going to be so cool, though. Galadriel Light of Valinor. Saw one of these before. See one of them now. I don't know if it's the same player. I go first. Sorry, Gemstone Caverns. But I have cards I really want in this hand. Sigarda's Aid. Bonesaw. Solitude. These are all really good. Now, I think an ideal Galadriel is spitting out tons and tons of mana dorks. Let's see if that's what they do. Oh, and tokens. Any creatures. Creatures beget more creatures. What if we're sheltered by ghosts? It's not that scary. Don't worry. Ooh, Iganjo. I went for the Iganjo here because it means I'm storied. Not that it really matters too much with the Sigarda's Aid, but it matters to me. Being a 2/2 instead of a 2/1. Yeah, it's a big difference. Yeah, this is just like a good artifact for Kíli, even though it's not that interesting of an equipment. You also sometimes run things like Bonesaw and like SRAM decks. But with Sigarda's Aid, this also gives me the ability to draw on both my turn and my opponent's turn if I have like a glut of equipment. Ooh, Brood Astronomer. That is a mana dork that's going to sacrifice a land and turn it into a planet. I guess it's a May ability. They don't have to. But I got them some extra blue mana. And then, do you station? They do. Stoneforge Mystic. Normally I'd like to go with something big so she can cheat it out, but because of the mana that I currently have, oh no, it's hammer time. I would like to attach it, yes. I could technically like move it onto Stoneforge Mystic just so I have like a cool blocker here. But next turn, Iron Man armor, this flies, and Galadriel doesn't. Kentorius History Chaser. Exiles cards from the graveyard or casts them from the graveyard or like just kind of exiles things as they hit the graveyard in order to make spirits. I find that Kentorius is very hard to play against because he's a planeswalker in a world with very little planeswalker removal. And he's doing the thing that many decks already want to do, getting value out of their graveyard. I have some decent cards here. It's not going to curve super well. And because they're in the colors of being able to destroy artifacts, I feel like I might just end up like Forge Renewing something that gets immediately burned by them. What's my record for this deck? Somebody said it is 19-10. That is very lucky. Good job, me. I think that this deck is, it's not bad, but it's not as good as Cloud. It's better than SRAM, because of that free equip especially. But it's hard for me to like weigh in on how good do I think this deck is. Okay, so they got rid of my commander. Yeah, having a tutor in the command zone, it turns out, is really good. Yeah, so I wonder if like the matchmaking of this is going to change significantly over time. Thran Power Suit. And a Shadow Spear. This will unlock Mox Opal. I also just want to play the hammer. You know what? Yeah. I do. The more things I have in play, the better Iron Man armor gets. Among other things. Even though it means I won't be drawing off the Kíli with it. Here comes Kentorius. They have the ooze, which means that they can make a spirit.
What kind of mystery are you?
What kind of mystery are you going to put into the trash, Kentorius? Yet his plus is card advantage, and his minus is a finisher. Oh, that's actually really great. I want to tap this. This is the most easily gotten rid of. And I can either put the power suit on for that ward, or I can go for the Colossus Hammer. And I think you guys already know the answer. It's the hammer. Of course, I wanted 11, 12. And then I want to give it trample and lifelink. And then I want to give it an extra buff. Restoration magic lets me protect my permanents. Wrath of God. Kíli is indestructible. Shishwango. Oh, nice, sheltered by ghosts. I might actually want to hit Contorius on that. I would like to draw first. And since we have flying, trample is less important, even though that's a huge amount of lifelink. Sheltered by ghosts to give it ward 2 and ward 2 again. You want to make a spirit? Because I want to hit you in the face. Yes, Kíli cares not for your gods. They're down to 4. And even if they kill Kíli, I have Iron Man armor to swing in at their face. Day a judgment? I'm judging you for that. Seriously, 2 board wipes in a row? I get it, you can rebuild your deck at instant speed in an end step. No, the reason they didn't make a spirit is because they were planning on wiping the board. Okay, that's all you got? That's all you got? Well, I am Iron Man. Turn Iron Man armor into a 5/5, hit you in the face. Die. Yeah, Planeswalker Commander, no problem. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Brawl Stars. Kíli did great. This is a deck that I would say is not quite as strong as Cloud, but strong enough and versatile enough and filled with enough fun equipment that you can absolutely get some powerful wins. This is going to be weakest, I feel, against, you know, decks that are able to remove him before you can protect him. But with all of the protection and the fact you do not have to pay the equip cost, Kíli can be not quite indestructible, well, sometimes indestructible, but very, very hard to get rid of very quickly in the game. That's one of the, like, things with Cloud. If you have a Cloud deck and you start your game with a, oh, where is it? The, where? Sigarda's Aid. Wow. I'm bad at finding things. If you start a Cloud game with a Sigarda's Aid, you are probably winning because it gives you a free equip. And yes, Cloud tutors, but Kíli gives you that Sigarda's Aid free equip ability. It might not be the instant speed one, but it's still really good. I would say that the card that overperformed in this deck was Iron Man armor. This was a maybe card for me, but I feel like in a world where there are so many board wipes, having something that sticks around after, can become animated, or just gives you evasion otherwise, is really good. So thumbs up to Iron Man armor. It's been a good card in pretty much every deck I've put it in. So if you're looking for an equipment to maybe check out in paper, Iron Man armor, that's my go-to. And if you're looking for my deck list for this, it's in the description of the video. And if you'd like to suggest a commander, especially one from the Hobbit set for me to brew, let me know. We've got more dwarves, we've got more hobbits. I haven't, I think, crafted a single hobbit deck yet, so maybe it's time for Bilbo. Maybe. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a brawlful day.